Big Meech is home, y'all. Well, technically, sort of, kind of ish, right? So yesterday, it popped up on the BOP website that Demetrius Flannery, aka Big Meech, was released from federal prison. So when this happened, of course, online started going crazy. People, honestly, I think people were calling me as if something happened, like something. I don't get phone calls like this unless something bad happens. People were blowing my phone up. So when you looked into it, I spoke to a source who said, yes, he was released from BOP custody as far as federal prison. But all they could tell me at the time was there are conditions to his release. So I'm like, okay, conditions to a release like that, you done did all these years in prison, normally means you're going to a halfway house. They about to, you're still technically in custody. So what happens is he left federal prison in Florida, and then he's going to be finishing out his sentence in a halfway house. He was transferred on Tuesday from FCI Coleman to a low security confinement overseen by the BOP. So the BOP has this office in Miami. It's like a residential reentry management office. So they put you in these programs to help you transition back into the community.
Society, yep.
Yeah, into society. So he's expected to be released from the halfway house in January of 2016. And that's according to the Federal Bureau of Prisons. But his attorney, Brittany Barnett, has been fighting for not only, this to happen. Like earlier this year, his sentence was reduced by 3 years because she's been keeping up with laws as they change. And Brittany Barnett, first of all, she's amazing. The work that she does with the Buried Alive Project, she fights for people who are serving excessive time for nonviolent crimes. So she's been on it. So she got this sentence lowered by 3 years, but she's been saying all along it should be even more. So hopefully we'll see him, out of this halfway house even before that time in 2016. And for background, Meech was arrested in 2005. He was sentenced in 2008 to 30 years in prison on charges related to drug trafficking and money laundering. But Brittany says that she is overjoyed. She sent us a statement. She says she's overjoyed that Demetrius Flannery is finally free after 20 years behind bars. 2 decades is incredibly a long time. He's out, but millions more remain trapped inside. There's still so much work to be done. We need to push for real change. He's done his time to focus on personal growth and transformation, and now he has the opportunity to begin a new chapter.
Yeah, I mean, the name Big Meech has grown so much, because of the BMF TV show, because of all the documentaries. He's been mentioned in so many records. His son, Little Meech, because of the BMF TV show. So his name is heavy, even amongst people who didn't know him.
For sure.
Yeah. And he'll be able to leave. Usually they require him to work, to have some type of job to work. And I'm sure with all the people that he knows, he'll be able to work anywhere. So
I mean, his job will be to be Big Meech, right?
Yeah.
Because you think about his story. I'm sure that he's learned a lot over the last 20 years, and I'm sure that he doesn't want people to make a lot of the same mistakes that he made. So he might be out here on his wallow.
100%.
Yep.
I am excited to see. Well, first of all, that's crazy you said that, because someone texted me and said we might have another wallow on our hands. But I'm excited to also see the work that I know he's going to do something with 50 Cent. I'm excited to see what that will be as well. And I will say at this time, they're really leaning in heavy on the privacy, safety, and his security. So they're not releasing certain things about where he'll be, why he's staying, all that type of stuff. But I'm sure in the next week, less than a week, we will hear about what his actual conditions are probation wise. You know what I mean? So yeah, and then let me tell y'all some of the reactions online. I think that was the funniest part of all of this. Somebody said Big Meech built an empire, fed the streets, got locked up, did 15+ year bid, and got out of jail all before the Cowboys went to the NFC Championship.
Who tweeted that?
That was funny.
Dang, Charlamagne.
Yeah, people like that don't get into heaven, so I don't even know why you would put something like that in heaven.
That was funny.
You don't care nothing about heaven, do you?
I chuckled for that one.
All right, well, you'll see us at the Super Bowl party. You'll be looking up from hell while we at our Super Bowl party.
They said Meech don't even know how. These are all shout out to the Shade Room. They gathered these tweets. Meech don't even know how to work a phone to show us he's home. We got to wait for the video to come out on VHS.
Damn.
That ain't true. 20 years ago? Was it? Well, I guess.
He gonna know how to work a phone. Little Meech,
Little
Meech he gonna know how to work a phone. He gonna know how to help the cousin with the groceries.
That's what the children for, and the nephews and the nieces.
Meech will be fine. Meech will be fine.
Help Unc with this.
Yes. Well, welcome home, or almost home, or however you want to classify. We are excited to see what you decide to do next. Now, moving on.
That's what's up, man. Big Meech finally home, huh? 20 years. I thought he did a 30-year bid. That was 20 years? I don't know why it always seems so fast outside with us, but so slow inside there with them. I guess they don't have nothing to do but lift weights and look at the wall. But it looked like he made good use of his time, though. You know, um, it looked like he didn't just squander it away. You know, um, that's a lot of time, 20 or 30, whatever it was. So he in the halfway house now. You know, they're gonna be watching that boy like a boo. But yeah, man. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. I just wish we as a culture didn't just celebrate when people get released from prison or when they transition into the next life at a funeral or at a barbecue. It's me that's the only time that we celebrate them. We don't celebrate nothing else. I mean, you can have somebody graduate and make the next planeteer, transplanetary rocket ship that goes from here to Pluto. And people gonna be like, but you get somebody released, they're gonna be like, and let me tell y'all, ATL something. I doubt it if Meech is gonna be going back to Atlanta talking about, yeah, let's pop bottles at the strip club. Oh, the strippers probably is, I mean, sorry, um, shaky butts. Probably said, oh, Meech home, oh, let's get our bags back. I know you got some money stashed. No. 56 years old. It's messed up because they did Matula Shakur like that. How come they always release you so late? 56 years old, what you got left? About 15 years? Maybe 20? You know what I mean? Like, dang. You know, hey, freedom is freedom. You know, freedom is freedom, man. You can't put a price on that. Ask Diddy. You know, so I'm glad he man. You know, his son gets to see him, um, gets to be around family again. I just heard all the stories. I really didn't get into all that 50 Cent, BMF, hoopla. You know how stories are. There's a lot of fallacy inside of that stuff. Like some of it happened, some of it they had to make it juicy for him, like Rollo, you know. But it's a good thing that Big Meech is out, man. You know, they've been saying free Meech so long that now he's finally free. Let's see what they do for him. Let's see. You know how they scream, they free you, free you. Then you come home and you just get your regular job. You know what I mean? Like times have changed so much. Like, man, these little kids don't even care no more. Like it's not like. I mean, I hope he can use his power and his influence to curb some of this violence and some of these, youngsters that are going astray. But man, we done seen this movie before. Like, just it just gets worse and worse for our culture. Like people, instead of taking heed to his advice and not to want to go in there, people want to go in there and be a big Meech because it's like, hey, better to be a somebody than a nobody, I guess. But I don't think going to jail is the way you want to handle that process. Um, you know, but yeah, I guess free Meech, that's great. It would have been better if you'd have never went in there. I'm gonna meet myself and Irene, and prison clothes don't look good on me. Bars don't look good on me. You know, I'm not even trying to take that chance at all. You know, but that's just me though. You know, so yeah, man, free the home. You know, hope he does everything positive. Hope he I know he gonna talk right because he wasn't using phones anyway. But you just gotta walk light. You know, it's gonna be a lot of provocations, I should say. And people are gonna try to offer you a lot of things. Don't take it, Meech. Don't take it. You know, it's a different world now. You know, back in your day, your word was your bond. Nowadays, your word don't mean crap. You know, there's a lot more scammers out here, and they don't care about crashing out or catching a body. They don't even care about them losing their own lives. Tell you the truth, like that's just where we are now, 2024. You know, but shit, you got out 3 years early. You know, that's great. You know, and try to use your influence, man. And I mean, you brought all those black people together back then, but we also know money had something to do with it. But your voice was powerful and had something to do with it too. You know, hopefully you come out here like Nelson Mandela. But we all know the FBI gonna be tracking you every step of the way. Anybody that even comes around you with a felony, boy, it's a violation. You know, so you gotta stay clean. And you know how 50 Cent move. He doesn't even want a piece of paraphernalia around him. So, you know, welcome back, man. Welcome back. Stay free, stay solid, keep it moving. Big Bob Baby, man. We done. Make sure you press like, share with your homies, subscribe, click the link in my bio for book 1, 17 Crimes, book 2, Aim High, Push Hard. Thanks for listening. God bless. Have a good one.